Hi everyone! While composers probably always choose to use whole tone scales because of their sound, how they're used may vary. In these bars, for example, instead of modulating using a more conventional method such as a pivot chord, Debussy uses the whole tone scale on C as the connector between two diatonic keys. Because these bars are essentially tonal with some modal elements, to prepare the ear for the whole tone scale's introduction, Debussy modulates or uses altered chords to ensure that all of the whole tone scale's degrees have been sounded before its use in bars 14 and 15. Preceding these bars, the whole tone scale's notes are freely added and removed as required. Through the opening bars, for example, the scale's C, D, E, and B flat notes are part of the D minor texture. The B flat is then changed to B natural in these bars where Dorian elements are used before being reintroduced here as part of this C dominant 7th chord on D minor's subtonic, with F sharp used here as an appoggiatura. G sharp is then introduced as part of the C sharp dominant 7th chord, which Debussy alternates with the C dominant 7th in the following bar. At this point, all of the C whole tone scale's notes have been sounded. Debussy, however, then modulates into the key of D flat major, treating the final C sharp dominant 7th chord enharmonically to sound as D flat dominant 7th harmony, the secondary dominant of D flat major's subdominant G flat major. From here, a 2-5 progression in D flat major precedes the whole tone scale in the following bars. D flat major shares 4 common notes with the C whole tone scale, and many of these notes are included in the 4-2-5 progression. Debussy also extends the A flat dominant 7th chord so that all of these notes are included. Using idealized voice leading, the notes of the extended A flat dominant harmony are either repeated, often being treated enharmonically, or moved by semitone to the notes of the whole tone scale's cluster. Debussy's inclusion of a whole tone cluster here gives a different sound to the expected cadential move to either D flat major's tonic or submediant. The whole tone scale's inclusion, like the expected cadences, however, still gives a feeling of temporary repose, but also creates an expectation of what's to follow. Interestingly, Debussy omits the D note from the whole tone cluster, but reintroduces it in the following bars as part of the work's initial motif, now sounding as part of F minor's melodic minor scale, the key to which the work moves. The F melodic minor scale shares 5 notes with the C whole tone scale, and 4 of these notes are used in bar 16 as part of the texture over supertonic G half diminished 7th harmony. The notes A flat, B flat, and C, common to the C whole tone scale and the keys of D flat major and F minor, also feature in the move from D flat major's dominant through the whole tone cluster to the 2-5-1 progression in F minor. In this way, despite the possibility that the same modulation could have been executed using pivot chords, the tonic of D flat major, for example, is also the submediant of F minor. Debussy chose instead to use common notes to connect the two keys, a connection which he channeled through the C whole tone scale. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.